Good evening, folks. It's Diamond with the Oppenheimer Ranch Project and Magnetic Reversal News, bringing you a grand solar minimum update Friday, April 3rd, 1 second before midnight, Mountain Time 2020. The models are in and they're not funny. They're showing heavy snow in the Sierras coming in just the next 72 hours or hours of powers. Now, the global warmists have been complaining about the drought in the Sierras, but they are going to be pummeled with avalanches and mud flows coming in the near future. Not only that, snow is moving all the way to the east into late April. What is going on? The big story, meteorologists keeping a close eye on a massive Atlantic storm churning off the east coast and sucking people out to sea. Not only that, no skiers are in sight as fresh spring snow blankets the Colorado mountains and buries the Sierras. Keep calm. It's boom time. You're in the right place. A cold Pacific storm will bring rain and mountain snow to Southern California on Sunday, which will be their fun day. Take a look at this drop down system. The polar jet stream moving way south. A cold Pacific storm is likely to bring widespread rain and mountain snow to Southern California late Sunday into Monday, which will be their fun day, the National Weather Service said. Eliminating the drought, the low system is expected to draw in a plume of moisture from the Pacific that could produce significant precipitation on Sunday into Monday, ending the drought in the area. The heaviest rainfall is expected to the south and the southwest facing slopes in the mountains and the foothills, which means mudslides and death tolls, enhanced low-level southerly flow, etc. Rain will be widespread, likely over the entire area. It could get scarier, and we'll report on it. And you will be saturated. 2 storms with hail and possible snow to hit the Bay Area this weekend. Have you heard? Apparently the pit bull has. He's taking names, and this is totally inappropriate. It's not even cold out, and that is completely stupid. Sierra snowstorm could bring more than 2 feet of snow by Monday. That'll be a fun day. A pair of late winter storms packing heavy snow and high winds are headed for the Sierra and the Lake Tahoe this weekend. Yeah, it's April. It's almost summer, and it's not a bummer. With wind gusts as strong as 90 miles per hour, there wouldn't be a single skier in the area. No locals only for sledding and possibly snow over the ridge tops. The National Weather Service issued a worsening forecast Friday, including more than 2 feet of snow possible near the Sierra Crest above the lake early Monday. And it will be a fun day with only a few dozen people, all locals in the area. It'll be just like the olden days. A winter storm watch goes into effect Saturday afternoon through Monday. For the Tahoe area and parts of Northern California and the Sierra stretching as far north as Susanville, as far south as the Mammoth Lakes, between 6 to 12 inches of snow is expected around the lake, up to 2 feet, above elevations of 7,000 feet, and possibly 4 to 8 feet in the highest elevations, because we have the models. Travel could be difficult with the long delays possible along Interstate 80, U.S. Highway 50 and 88 over mountain passes. Well, they can kiss my... Well, and you know how that goes. Hey, if you guys are really set on 5G killing you, please go with it. But it's not real. Period. And that's boom. Ice and snow made for a wintry mess Friday evening. Yeah, it did. How messy is that winter? Fountain City, barely a tenth of an inch. A winter remix made a rest of roads and evening cold front, and we just saw enough snow and moisture mixed in bits. Rice Lake, 3 inches. Chaytec, 2.5. Clear Lake, 2. Menominee, Eau Claire, Wisconsin. Hello. It's not over, Johnny. Let's check the models. Snow possible Friday night, warming up this weekend. Well, that's no respite. I just planted seeds. Record snow and ice falls in the upper Midwest. New storm hits California. Let's check the totals. Are they full of it? Oh, my God. North Dakota got buried. Last 24 hours of powers. Look at this. 12 or more inches in many regions. The entire region got swathed with 6 or more. This is thousands of square miles. Some of the higher elevations of Colorado got squelched as well. Take a look at this, 45 inches hitting some regions of Colorado. And it's only going to increase as we enter May. Amazing. Inclement weather in the West. Weren't we just talking like for the last 3 years about global warming and we're all burning up? And now it's winter moving into May. I know it's only April 3rd, but this is a 15-day forecast. A couple of systems will impact the West Coast, bringing precipitation to the Pacific Northwest, California, and into the Great Basin through the weekend. Periods of moderate to heavy rain, thunderstorms, gusty winds, and periods of heavy mountain snow expected in Northern California. Travel impacts are expected due to heavy snow over the Sierras and the fact that we were told that there would never be any snow in the winter, and we're moving through the spring with heavy snow in the Sierras. Wow. I thought that they were in a drought and they would never. Anyway, let's look at the models, and they are, look at this, exceptional. We're only going out here through April 8th, less than 5 days. And take a look at this area right here in the red. And we requested a sounding. And the sounding is ridiculous amounts of snow in the mountains, up to 80 inches on the GFS model, which means 60 inches will fall. And that's Sierra cement. And you're done with. You can't shovel that. Utah has been hit by over 700 earthquakes since the magnitude 5.7 hit on March 18th. And that means that there are many Mormons with their knickers in a bunch. Seismic update. Well, there certainly are quakes of note, and they're on the, can you believe that? Take a look at these tremblers in Anza, California, up to 4.6 magnitude, and maybe like over a dozen, like my cousin. So they're shaking there as well as they're shaking up in Idaho. Say it ain't so. Rocking and non-stopping. And Enid, Oklahoma, home of the deep well injection, toxic waste pumping into the earth. Well, they got an earthquake too. But it's all your fault, folks. You buy that oil and gas, so you deserve it. Just like the pandemic you're living. Worldwide volcano news update. We're waiting for a volcano to take us to the next level. And we can only hope. Sun may be moving into solar cycle 25, kicking off a new wave of activity. Did they just get the memo? Like, hello, Newsweek. We've been waiting for this, the onset of cycle 25, for 4 years. If you just got the memo, well, apparently the Independent just got the memo about the ozone hole and the fact that cosmic rays cause it, not human activity. Now, the chlorofluorocarbons back in the 80s that we determined to cause the ozone hole, they may have been a contributing factor, but the reality is that the major killer of the ozone is cosmic rays. Cosmic rays are king, and we are living in the cosmic ray maximum. Hope you got something out of the video. Times are changing. And 5G does not cause COVID-19, period. Wear a face mask, stay at home, and if you're a super spreader, I'm coming to get you, period. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Share this with like-minded people, and stop being a part of the problem. If you think you're going to get sick from this disease, you will. If you don't take pharmaceuticals and you've been eating holistically and you're healthy, like many of us, no problem. but we are part of the problem. The powers that be want to label us as super spreaders because we can contain this novel coronavirus and spread it to others. They want you on their protocol. They want you to eat their genetically modified foods. They want you to take their pharmaceuticals so you can be part of their cabal. Well, if that's the choice you take, you're going to be in the smart cities where you get free internet and free Soylent Green. But the rest of us are going to be wild harvesting, hunting, and living in the woods. We're going to be part of the resistance, the ones that know how to stay alive and survive and thrive on the actual planet that we live on, in the natural world, where nutrient density, food that we grow for ourselves is ours alone. And the wild food we harvest in nature is also devoid of all the chemicals that make people sick and that kill them from the COVID-19. I'm going to throw this out here right now that the majority of people that are dying are obese with diabetes and are on pharmaceuticals. If you're one of those people, we've been warning you for 3 years to get off of that. We're going to do everything in our power to stop spreading this disease that kills you to you. But in the meantime, the rest of us will be safe. Proper prior planning prevents piss poor performance when your immune system has been purposely diminished by the powers that are claiming that they're going to keep you safe. Bah!